It's been about a week since my last pass. I've gone through, I rebuilt the suspension and redid the whole wheelie bar. So on the suspension, I'm still running the same springs and oil weights, but I did add 12mm up travel spacers to help lower the ride height. And on the wheelie bar, I've got the 12-inch Exotech wheelie bar, STRC wheelie bar mount, and the Exotech aluminum motor cover to help eliminate any play in there. It's stiff as hell now, so it was, pretty loose. Also, I'm still running the Proline reactions, but these are the standards, not the plus. I don't think I need all of that traction with just an 8.5 turn motor. And these combined weigh about 1 ounce less, which should help me get a little more acceleration and maybe even a little bit more speed. Also, I put this LED light bar on so I can see it a little better when it's going down the alley. I still got to shim it since I did all that suspension work, but I'm not going to bore you with that again, so we'll just pick back up when I'm ready to make a pass. Alright, it's all shimmed up. Tires are drying, battery's charging. I'm actually going to walk the track and look for any debris. Last time I was out, it was about 80 foot down that I think I might have hit something, and that's what caused the car to lose traction. So there's a rock. Charge it up, let's see what we can do.
Welcome to Noble Plus.
Look at that light, man. Pretty clean pass. That's a bit of a letdown. So 3.09 at 41 mile an hour. I guess my acceleration got to be a little slower. I'm up 2 or 3 mile an hour on my top end, but just a little bit slower. I added 4 degrees of boost timing, and I've increased the turbo timing from 20 degrees to 34. So hopefully we can get a little more acceleration and a little more top end. That LED is pretty nice though. I had good eyes on it the whole way down. It also, for some reason, just looked a lot slower. Maybe it's because I can see it really well now, but it didn't really look like I spent that much time accelerating. So with smaller tires, I might be able to go up pinion size, but that's not in the cards today. That one felt a bit faster. 277 at 47 mile an hour. It felt a lot faster, but I'm not going to get too excited yet. I want to run another pass to verify that we're at least sub 3, because I have had the GPS mess up on me before. When I was running like a 3.3, it actually told me I was running a 2.58. So I'm going to make one more pass. 2 passes in a row, super clean, really happy with that. But I want to get that second pass with this setup just to solidify, verify the GPS is working properly. I'm kind of just going over the car and I realized these are new wheels on the wheelie bar and they don't have a scratch on them, so I don't even think it's using the wheelie bar after lowering that center of gravity. Just finish up the charge. Let's make one more pass. That one felt pretty good too. Yeah, dude. 279 at 50 miles an hour. So I think it's safe to say that 277 was legit, and I'm stoked to be under 3 seconds finally. Today's a good day, dude. I didn't expect to even come close to the 2.7s. Really, I was just hoping to break that 3 second mark. But I am absolutely beyond happy with where I'm at right now. And the fact that I had 3 passes that were not super clean, but I think really clean, just gets me even more stoked. You know, it's been that I'd make a pass, one would be clean, and then from the rest there, it's just all over the place. So, consistent passes, I think actually get me more happy than the time. Now, when I started this with the 8.5 turn motor, I said that I want to get under 3. Getting sub 2.5 would be incredible, but I didn't think it was possible. But I just started following the RC Drag Racing League, and there's a guy running the box stock class that just set a 2.34. So that's straight out of the box with minimal setup, a 2.34. He's probably running a Traxxas Drag Slash with that Valenian 3500, and I'm running a fairly modded DR10 with an 8.5 turn censored setup. That 8.5 turn roughly translates to 4200 kV, so I certainly should be able to get sub 2.5. But before I do that, there's one thing I want to try. I also kind of want to go over the car after these passes, just to kind of recap the setup changes and what I think might have been the most important. So you have to pardon, I'm out back with my children right now, but if we're looking at the wheelie bar, really, there's no markings on these new wheels. You know, there's a little bit on this one, a little bit of side-to-side scuff, but nothing that makes me think the wheelie bar was hitting really hard. And I think the most important factor was the 12mm shims. I think that lowering that ride height really did quite a bit for the handling of the car as a whole, not only on the launch, but also going down the strip. You know, I had excellent control of it. It wasn't hitting the wheelie bar hard, and it was launching very well. It seemed like the front tires were in control the whole time. I didn't have to pedal once. So I'd have to say that the 12mm up travel shims were probably the most important upgrade I've made to this car so far. I think the tires were relatively important too, as lightweight as they are, and as well as they grab for as lightweight as they are, really helped that 8.5 turn motor effectively use all of that power that it's capable of. Check it out, we got a future racer. He's interested, man. Yeah, pretty cool stuff, huh? So what's next? Traxxas Drag Slash. I want to get the feel of this chassis and work on getting it below 3s also. And then from there, I can decide whether I want to take the Drag Slash or the DR10 past that 2.5 mark, and who knows however much further. And then whichever one I end up not taking that far, I'll probably set up for like a pro stock class, or maybe even a 13.5. I've got a 13.5 in the bin there, so that might be something fun to do also. But yeah, next video we'll take this thing out.